Hello everyone, welcome to Selenium with Python Day 1. So from today we are starting this new session with Selenium, and as we progress in this course, even if you are not aware of Python, we'll learn from the scratch a little bit about Python. But I hope you understand basics of programming. Okay. So that expectations I have, because I'm not going to cover everything in programming of Python, but yes, of course, with Selenium we'll see how uh, different things we can do. And so let's start with agenda for today, or agenda day one, if I just say. Okay, so install Python. How we can install PyCharm. PyCharm is a code editor. Okay, install Selenium. All right, and basic Selenium commands. Okay, so this is just starting. So today mainly we'll focus on these tools and basic Selenium commands, how we can write in Python. All right, and in between in this session, if you have any question, ping, or we can talk also. So you can raise your hand, I can unmute. All right, so first thing, as we are aware, Selenium supports various languages, right? It supports uh, Selenium supports various languages, right? So Python, Java, C Sharp, and Ruby, and a lot others. Okay, so I hope, as I said earlier, also basics of programming, and then we'll see how we can write code in Python, and how uh, easy language to read and understand Python is, and how syntaxes are uh, very easy to understand and write compared to any other. Uh, Sorry to interrupt, team. Someone is saying uh, she cannot hear. Is it with everyone, or you guys can hear me? All right. So I think people can hear. So Prachi, can you just check at your end? Thank you. I'm not sure, Prachi, what is the issue with your headset or some system issue. Please try to see. All right. Other members can hear, so we can continue. All right. So let's, and this is the website. We'll talk about this later. Okay. So, mm, Google Python. Okay. So this is the website uh, from where you can download Python. So you have to go to python.org and download for Windows. Okay, so you can click and you can save this file and you can install. Okay, you can also go this way, download all releases and latest version for Windows. You can install this. And so team, actually with Python there are two Python versions, Python 2 and Python 3. So here we'll mainly focus on Python 3. Okay, so let me mention. So all right, so there are some basic differences between Python 2 and 3. I will not go into that, but yeah, for this sessions, for this training, we'll use Python 3. All right, so I have already installed this Python on my system, so it's a straightforward to installation. Okay, another thing is, you need a code editor. So here we are going to use PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm is from the JetBrains, and it's a very popular code editor for Python. So you can navigate to this JetBrains and PyCharm. Okay, they have a lot of other products as well for the different IDs, but we need PyCharm, so you can install this one. Uh, so they provide two versions. Okay, one is for professional version, which is require license, and another is community version. So we need this. Okay, if you want a trial version, you can download and install professional, but I'm not sure what is the trial period, maybe 10-15 days or 1 month. But yeah, this community version is free to use, so you can download and we can utilize. Okay, so I have already installed PyCharm on my system. Okay, so after this, another thing is require install Selenium. So people who are from the Java background, uh, or if you have experience working with uh, Java, Selenium with Java, there you might have utilized, you download jar files, okay, and you include project libraries. So that's how Selenium works with Java. Or if you have used Maven, you provide dependency, it downloads the binary version of those references. Okay, so that's how it works with Java. In C Sharp, we use NuGet package managers to get those libraries like Selenium and others supportive things. But in the Python, everything in Python is mostly like a libraries, which are packages. Okay, so we'll see how we utilize packages uh, in this Python. So to install Selenium, we need this command. Okay, pip. Okay, install use Selenium. Okay, so using this command, we can install this Selenium library into our project. So let's start with creating a new project. So this is PyCharm. If you open PyCharm, it will look like this. If we go to this project, new project, okay. So let's say Selenium Python day 1, okay. And there is a project interpreter. I have 3.7. If you have installed 3.8, it will show 3.8, okay, for you. And so make sure that if you have two versions of Python, like Python 2 and 3, make sure you are on the you have selected interpreter as a Python 3 or whatever the latest available for you. Okay, so yeah, this window. So we created a project inside this. Okay, now inside this project, I can add new files. Okay, so how we add new files? So I can right click on the project, I can go to new, and different option we see here, but mainly we'll focus on Python file. Okay, so let's say day one. Okay, okay, I don't want to include in Git. That is a different kind of things I was trying. Okay, all right. So if you see this Python file as added, it extension is .py. Okay, it added in this working directory or the product we created. So here we call this as a working directory. Okay, and there are some files we'll utilize. Okay, now with this utilize using to use Selenium, we need to install. So how we can install Selenium here? Uh, so you can go terminal from here. You can open terminal, or from the uh, view. There is some option to open terminal from here also. I don't see. Okay, leave it. There's some options you can open terminal from here. I don't get that option right now. So, but you see at the bottom of this PyCharm, you see. So, how I can install uh, and Selenium here. What it says. Okay, let me check the. So there's a one question: how we can add the jar files for Python? So there's no concept of jar files in Python. Okay, so as I uh, discussed earlier, uh, there is no concept here of jar files. So here everything is a kind of package. So there's a Python packages we need to install. Okay, so okay, we'll see what it says. It says what it is referring to Python 2.7. Okay, let me. There is some configuration I think we need to do. I can go to settings. Okay, I'll just repeat how to create new file, but let me do one thing. This is project, project interpreter. Okay, all we have this. Okay, so Selenium we have. Okay, I can search also from here and I can install package. So Selenium installed successfully. Okay, so that is done. Let me close, and now I can see the Selenium 3.1.4. All right. So this is another way. If that didn't, so install with the whatever the commands I used, I can go here also from the file settings and the project I created, project interpreter, and I can go and click this plus sign. I can search here and install those packages. So in uh, Python, we everything we get as a packages. So currently we need this only Selenium. So okay, now I got, and I can minimize this. Okay, someone was asking how we can create new files. So you can right click on this, the project you created. So how created project? Go to file, create new project. Okay, once you create it, it will display like in the project explorer. And if you right click on the project, you will see all the different options here. So you can select the Python file, right? So that's how we added this day01.py file. Okay, so what other things is required to work with Selenium? We need Chrome driver, right? Why Chrome driver is required? So each browser has its own implementation. So that's why each browser company they provide these drivers. So for Chrome, so if you want to run your Selenium test using any language, it's not just Python, you need this Chrome driver, which uh, take inputs from the Selenium or like input from your script, and it derives the those actions onto the browser. So Chrome driver interacts with the Chrome browser to perform your actions, whatever you have written in the script. Okay. So if you want to run on the Firefox, so you need Gecko driver. If you want to run on Safari, you need Safari driver, like this. Okay. So I have already downloaded. You can download it from the uh, here. Let me tell you that also. So if you search Chrome driver download, okay, you see this Chrome driver.chromium.org. You can go here. So we see different versions here. Okay, so it is based on your system Chrome version. Okay, so browser version. So if your system version is suppose 79, it's the latest one, so you need this Chrome driver 79. If it is Chrome version is 78, you need this. Okay, because if you are using Chrome version, your latest browser, but if you are using 77, it may work for some features, some, and sometimes it will fail without any reason also. So it is always advisable, please make sure uh, your browser version and your driver versions are same. So here they mention what it supports, and like 79 it supports Chrome version 79, 70. So different versions they have listed here, and it also mentioned like which version support which Chrome driver. Okay, so I have Chrome 77, so I downloaded this Chrome driver 77 on my system. Okay, all right. So once you download, what I can do, I can one second, team. Okay, so I just open this. I downloaded this and pasted here. Okay. So what I can do, I can copy this and I can go to this my in PyCharm and my project. I can paste here. Okay. So yes. So you see here. So I can paste in the same directory. No, I don't want to Git. Right. So in the root directory, or you can say working directory, I pasted the Chrome driver as well. So make sure that you include Chrome driver. Right. So we all set for at least just a basic scripting purpose. Let me know if you have any question before we proceed further. Okay. So people from the different backgrounds like C Sharp or Java, uh, we have to import those libraries, right, or packages like Selenium WebDriver, and then we can, like if you are using creating a instance of WebDriver, you need that WebDriver library, right, included in your project. So here in Python, how to import that Selenium? Okay, so before writing any code, uh, you need to import a Selenium package into your the script file or the Python file you are. Uh, I should write this way: from Selenium import WebDriver. Okay, this way. And another thing I need is keys. Okay, so from Selenium dot WebDriver dot common dot keys. Okay, all right. So what we did, unless you have this package installed in your project, you won't be able to import and you won't able to see the Selenium's whatever we are getting as a IntelliSense. Okay. Now, how we create. So see how you see the differences between any Java program. Here you don't see like it will like if you create a Java program, it will be like a main method. Then there will be different curly braces here and there. But with Python, it's not like this. Okay, so we'll discuss further, but let's see how we can create instance of the driver. Okay, so I just named the driver. Okay, so I want to name that instance of WebDriver as a driver, and then WebDriver dot Chrome. Okay, so you get lost lot of options here, right? And here I need to provide path. So you see here executable path. Okay, so I can provide the exe path using this. Okay, uh, this way, and you can provide the complete path here, but that's the uh, basic approach. What I want to do, let me do this way. I can create I can access the directory. So before that, I need to import one more package here, OS. Okay, just to access the system level directories, you need this import OS and then path dot directory name. Okay, and you need to provide this way. Okay, and I would say Chrome driver path. So this is just a variable name I'm providing. So what this does, this line, it will give the current directory of your project. Okay, so like this, the D colon backward slash Python and whatever the current directory you are working. So this will give this, and here I can say directory, and I can uh, concatenate these directory with uh, Chrome driver. Okay, so till here it will return me the path, and then I can add the Chrome driver. Okay, so I'm just telling a, a good practice how you should use, not always like just copy and paste the from your system. It will work fine on your system, but if someone uses on their machine, it may fail, right? So always try to use the good practices. There is one question on the chat. My code is not recognize Selenium. Can you please tell one more time how to provide path again? So there are two question, Prachi. Like your code is not recognize Selenium and provide the path again. So if you have included the package of Selenium package, it will definitely recognize Selenium. And for the path, uh, I need this. Okay, so I imported one package, this OS, and through this OS dot path dot directory name, I will get the current directory path. Okay, and in current directory path, I'm concatenating this Chrome driver dot exe. Okay, so this will be the exact path. Now I can uh, pass this here, right, this way. Okay, and now I can access the WebDriver methods it exposes after creating the instance. Okay, so let's navigate to the website we decided to work on in this training. So this is a demo website we will utilize. Okay, so let's use this. Okay, you see here I don't need any semicolon after each statements. I It's not like a class file under the class or into the main method. uh, we have to do this all these things. All right, so we created an object here, so let me write also a few comments. So comments, how we provide comments in Python, it's a uh, hash sign. Okay, so in Java you use this two forward slashes. Here to comment you need to provide this hash. Okay, so get the Chrome driver path. Okay, that we are doing, and then what here we are doing, we are create instance of WebDriver, right? And then what we are doing, we are navigating to PHP Travels website, right? And after navigating, just navigate and close or close browser. Okay, so I can say driver dot quit. So there are two things, driver dot close and quit. I hope you understand. If not, we'll let you know. So uh, driver dot close will close the current browser session. Okay, but suppose there is a multiple. If it clicked one link, it opened a new browser window. So it will not close all the window up that particular instance of the driver. So we use quit for that. So to quit the driver instance or the kill the instance of the driver. All right. Now I can right click here. Okay. Right click and run day 1. So it started running. It navigated to this website and it will close the website as well. All right. So question team, before we proceed further to see few other things, let me know if you have question. I would expect questions because uh, many people who are working with Java, they might feel like it's a different syntax, the different kind of language. So if you have any question, let me know. All right. So okay. Line 10 is setting the property. Okay, system property. So people who are from the Java background, what uh, there we need to set the system property of this Chrome driver exe, where we provide the path of Chrome driver exe. But in this case of Python, we don't set the system property. We directly provide the that path of the uh, Chrome driver, right? So we're not setting anything system property here. We are just saying WebDriver on which browser we want to launch, and that is Chrome, and then we are providing the Chrome driver exe path. That's it. Okay. So there is no system property setting the system property here. Okay. So how to practice this code? Practice this code, I think start um I think Karthik has also covered the basics of Python, so you can start going those with those training of Python. Okay, to understand basics of Python, I think sorry, uh, yeah, just go with that training sessions or the lot of blogs written for the Python. You can slowly start going through those, but yeah, still I would cover things which are required for this training. That much Python will cover. Okay. So here I just wanted to start with the Selenium, like just to set up and show you a few things how it would work. But next session onwards, we'll also try to uh, include basics of Python. Okay, not very in depth, but yeah, of course, few things: how we declare variable, how we access things, how loops, different loops, because syntax are totally different from the other languages. So how for loop works, how if else work, few things we'll see which is required. All right. So uh, various times we see like there will be sync issues, right? Like if you're navigating from one page to another page, or page is taking a lot of time to load, it will throw like element not found exception, right? So in those cases, what you do, you provide some wait statements to wait for the few seconds before that element appears. So the basic things from where we start, I just wanted to let you know that we write selenium.sleep. Okay, suppose we want to wait for 5 seconds. So I see here that squiggly line, a red squiggly line here. It says unresolved reference time. So if something, if you haven't included uh, into this project, it will ask. So I need to import this name. So I need this time. Okay. So once you import, okay. So yeah, now it will wait for the 5 seconds before closing this driver. So in Java or any other language, we use thread.sleep. Okay. This is not the best practice. Not the best practice, but yes, we should know like how to uh, utilize these if requires. Okay, but yeah, of course we have uh, if you know Selenium, there's implicit waits, explicit waits, so we'll see how we can utilize those. But if you want to wait for a few seconds like this way, that the hard code time, okay, so that you can utilize this way. There are various other commands which I'm thinking to just let you know today, and then we can uh, see from tomorrow. Okay. So there are browser commands like suppose you want to verify if you text on this website. Okay, like this is uh, after we log in, is this login button is displayed or not? Okay. So okay, so I think let's not go into a detail. So what there's like is enabled. Okay, so Python follow the different syntaxes. So it will be like methods like is enabled this way. This will be a method. Okay, we'll see. Uh, and then displayed. Okay. Before that, how to find element. Okay, so let me discuss about that. Find element by XPath or by ID or by, okay. So these are actual methods which what Selenium provide in case of Python. So let me show you this. Okay, once after we launch and we navigated to this, can we click on this login or can we click yeah, I think the login would be the best. Okay, so let I inspect this element. So it is input class name is here, and then value. Okay, so I think we can, there is no ID, no name, so value we can utilize. Okay, so let's do this. Driver dot find. So if you see, find element by XPath. This is by XPath, by class name, by CSS selector, ID, all this. Okay, uh, different things we have. So let's utilize this XPath, and yes, of course, we can use this single code. And so how we can write XPath input value login, right? It is login. Yeah, suppose I want to click here, dot click method, right? So let's see if it works. So we are utilizing XPath. Okay, let me run it again. I right clicked and clicked run day 1. So we need to see if it is clicking on the login button or not. There is error. Let's see what it says. Element not interactable exception. Okay, so these kind of errors we can see, and we need to figure out how we can so it is maybe it is not uh, because we haven't maximized, so it is not in the view. Okay, so that may be one case. I'm just guessing. Okay, so we'll see, but let me see if anyone has any question. Someone has raised hand. Madhuri, do you have any question? All right. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is the, I think this is in the view, right? So let's see if we can click here on the pricing page, right? That I will explain the separately how we can utilize those kind of errors. So here what we see, there is a link. Okay, uh, can we use this link? Okay, because this is this tag A represents it is a link. And do we have any, so what I'm thinking, who is a beginner for the Selenium, this website may be a uh, challenge, because they're not easily recognizable, like ID, name, or any other things are provided. So just to start, I'm thinking this is also a link. Yeah, all these will be a link. Okay. Okay, so let's click on the pricing by this pricing. Okay, link, and I can write this way. Let's comment this one. and driver dot find element, okay, by link text. Okay, so let's see, because there are two pricing, so if it is able to click or not, right? So these are some challenges I'm telling you how you face when you try to automate. I'm not giving the solution right away. There's a pricing here and there's a pricing here. Okay, I'm not sure if the same link. If the link is same, yeah, this is also a price check pricing. But let's see if it works or not. Okay, I can click from here also to run. Yeah, Chitra has said use link text. Yeah, so do you see, guys? If we open this way, we don't see this menu here, those links. Okay, if we maximize, then we see those links. Okay, so that is another issue. So you always need to open this website in maximize view. Okay, all right, so this is just it is throwing no such element exception. All right, so we're not going to resolve today yet, we'll see this tomorrow. So let me know if you have any question related to this training, what we are going to cover, and yeah, whatever things we cover today, if you have any question. I don't see any question. So I hope everyone is good, and I hope you are getting the things whatever we are discussing here. All right, so I assume that. Uh, that's it for today, team. Uh, Today I thought to cover basic things to installation part of Python, PyCharm, and Selenium. How to download and utilize Chrome driver and some basic commands. So we started using a few things like find element, and we'll explore further also like what other Selenium commands we have we can utilize. All right. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining today. We'll meet tomorrow and to discuss further. Thank you. Bye for now.